This video is entirely about XRP Plus. Whether XRP Plus will endanger the primary XRP ledger if multiple voices argue that XRP Plus would hurt the XRP ledger, while others claim that XRP Plus will benefit the XRP ledger. I'll explain my position. In this video, I'll tell you all you need to know about the current state of XRP, as well as the implications for XRP holders. Make a point of remaining for the entirety of this event in the future. It will help you understand all that is going on. Now I'd like to start this video by giving you a few quick updates on a few issues that will be coming up shortly and that you should keep an eye on. Look no further than this month to find out when Gary Gensler will be summoned before Congress. Gary Gensler will testify before Congress on September 12 and 27. I seriously doubt we'll find anything significant. I don't give Gary Gensler credit for anything in these debates, but if there's one thing he succeeds at throughout these hearings, it's avoiding questioning and ensuring that no information is released. These are almost certainly going to be the same. In my opinion, he will stand up and regurgitate the same talking points, and if pressed to speak, he will just stop responding to questions. He constantly acts this way, but there's a slight possibility we'll learn something useful from this. In any case, I'll be keeping an eye on them to see if they can get anything out of him. Although, as previously noted, most of these flops are still worth watching, perhaps this time I'll ask him. Before we talk about XRP Plus, we should do something challenging and learn something new about him. I'd also like to mention that Molly Elmore and Jimmy Valley have obtained their XRP value models as a result of a collaboration with Cornell University. This was quite interesting to me. Despite criticism for developing these valuation models or gambling on the price of XRP, they have now linked up with Cornell to establish such accurate models. I just wanted to make one thing clear. They were strongly scolded for deviating from the norm and developing these models. This is a favorable development in general, because it involves a brand new group of extremely intelligent people. Many individuals have long claimed that these valuation models will have no positive repercussions when looking at the XRP ledger. I'd like to underline that this justifies all of my previous efforts. I wanted to commend them on their abilities to present their valuation models to a diverse set of people. Is enthralling. They may have earned something comparable, but the hate they were subjected to was never merited, in my opinion, because of the level of animosity they were encountering. I was never actually involved in any of it, but I think it's quite cool that they were able to get this, and it demonstrates that these valuation algorithms can be used for much more than just price. Speculation congratulations to the fellas. This struck me as pretty great, and I honestly believe they deserve it, based on the amount of effort they put into responding to the harsh criticism. As a result, I'm not interested in continuing and concentrating on the rest of this film. In my opinion, XRP Plus is now the most significant and exciting event in our neighborhood, and this is based on my perspectives on what I see happening with this, as everyone you ask will have a different impression of it. Is this correct about XRP Plus? Whether you query a developer or another speculator, I will give my opinion. I've talked to all of these people and feel like I know what the problem is. What exactly is XRP Plus, according to the widespread consensus? The primary goal of XRP Plus, which is a sidechain to the main XRP ledger, is to provide functionality that the main XRP ledger cannot handle, which is why the XRP Plus chain can provide some features that the main XRP ledger cannot. This is because the XRPL is designed to be tiny, effective, and quick. We already know that the XRP ledger excels in speed and efficiency, so if we start adding a slew of new capabilities to the main chain, we risk rendering it incapable of performing the purposes for which it was designed. That is precisely what occurred with Ethereum. Despite its many capabilities, Ethereum crams so many functions into its primary chain that only a few of them are operational. Please do not subject the XRP ledger to this. So, to avoid slowing down the main chain, the solution to incorporate these capabilities into the XRP ledger ecosystem is to extend horizontally and continue to add new sides. Chains that are tied to the XRP ledger and offer the characteristics you'd want on the XRP ledger without being directly on top of it, rather than scaling vertically and piling many extra layers on top of the primary chain. As a result, I feel that the bridging mechanism has come to an end with the XRP Plus chain. It's the reason why the XRP community is so interested in it. I was hoping that these cytokines would only communicate with one another using XRP and not a native coin like other cytokines. This, in my opinion, would be the ultimate design because you would support all of these different sidechains, which is where the value of XRP would come from, but each sidechain has specific qualities, and there are limitless possibilities. Alternatives to think about sidechains might be put up with several banks, or you could co-create sidechains with an EVM smart contract, with the only reference being to the hook, similar to XRP+. It's comparable to a very basic smart contract that may be transferred to the main ledger in the future, but it's something we'll leave for later. The key topic I'd like to discuss in the movie is the crossing method used to arrive at this XRP Plus chain. Can we use XRP on the main chain while switching to the side chain? In an ideal scenario, you would just spend your XRP and then reissue, say, an XRP Plus derivative on the other chain. I'm out of code, but I know it's doable. You effectively have XRP on this other chain once the XRP Plus is transferred. The derivative was equal to the XRP in value. You have now obtained, if you wanted to, you could simply reprint that XRP plus D for your regular return, so using Bitcoin is comparable to using any other bridge. You leave for the sidechain, wrap up your Bitcoin, and everything remains the same. The only distinction is that when you're on the sidechain, something strange may occur. Let's overlook that for now. Before manufacturing a fresh batch of XRP Plus, the XRP Plus chain now requires that you burn your XRP. That is a substantial price difference. On this side, chain assets are radically different. There is also no turning back. Only the main chain is returnable. Once you have XRP Plus on the side chain, you can exchange it via a controlled exchange. What exactly is the problem? This XRP Plus side chain, on the other hand, is more of a whole different chain than a side chain, and that's simply because it's not a seamless bridge and doesn't build off the main XRP ledger rather than being its own entirely distinct chain with a one-way street to the side chain. And I believe it's currently the most significant issue for the XRP community, and it's more like they were saying, okay, well, we can't seem to persuade Ledger to do what we want. These hooks will then become smaller. We will simply build a new chain with a shaky tie to the XRP ledger because it is horizontal. That is, in my opinion, where the majority of the action is. The current issue is that I want to determine whether this is harmful or positive for XRP. I believe it is enough for the time being, yet I do not believe the bridge's design is optimal, and this may alter over time. I feel it is generally sound because many XRP ecosystem developers want to build solutions that cannot be processed on the main ledger, and we then tell these users to switch chains completely or say right. We'll make a new version of the XRP ledger for you to operate with. It is, in my opinion, advantageous that we test these new features on the side. Chains, if they are successful, they may be incorporated into the main chain. If these hooks succeed, and these developers succeed in creating all of these fantastic things on these side chains, we might be able to combine hooks into the main chain one day. We can be confident that it will not threaten the main ledger's capacity to handle payments, which is what it does best, once we know it will not cause any delays. Hooks do not affect these items unless they are hooked to them. However, as the side chain shows, it may make sense to connect hooks to the main chain so that these developers can create whatever they want. Guys, you're in a catch-22 situation. Something we want to include since it improves the programmability of the XRP ledger, but it may conflict with its strengths. So what is the solution you, Bill, can test? Hooks. Check how well they are liked by developers, and if a hook turns out to be a home run, simply add it to the main chain later, when you are confident it will not cause any harm, which is why I believe it is good. The bridge could have done better, which is a shame. I wish the bridge was two-way. Traffic, I wish the bridge would stop moving. Instead of using sidechain tokenization and XRP burning, I prefer to use only XRP. I simply want XRP to flow. This is excellent news for several horizontally scaling sidechains. According to my conversations with other developers, it looks like their similar regulatory aims were the main reason why it didn't materialize, rather than having some sort of bridge where XRP flows through all the chains. This was much easier to implement. Burnt mint, as it is now legally known, could be discussed in this video, but doing so would probably take 3 minutes due to its complexity, so I won't do that at this time. Instead, just be aware that it's more difficult legally, which is one of the main reasons we don't have a more seamless bridge than the one we have now. I'm the biggest letdown right now. Although we can fully design the XRP ledger as we choose, restrictions prevent us from doing so. The good news is that, as previously said, this is solved as a result of this. A bridge with more legal certainty can be built in the future to connect this sidechain to the main XRP ledger, and there are other choices. There are 2 ways to accomplish this without using XRP. To put it simply, gasoline, we haven't arrived yet. There is still more to be done, but overall, I believe in XRP. This will be quite beneficial to Ledger. The cane on the side will allow developers to build things they've always wanted to make. It will bring a lot of new development to the XRP ecosystem. On the general ledger, that could not happen. They'll be able to accomplish that using an XRPL, instead of leaving it and switching to Ethereum or Avalanche. The only thing I'd change is to move it closer to the main chain. I wish our bridge could be used in both directions. It could have been a little better. Contained in the primary ledger of the XRPL ecosystem, it's now only a little choppy and on a separate chain, but as I previously stated, things may change in the future. The rules for the XRP Plus chain are still being worked out. To bring it closer to the XRP ledger, we can integrate it in a variety of ways. So, should I buy XRP Plus in conclusion? I'll probably invest $300 or something similar, which is a rather small investment in the broad scheme of things, but this isn't a network you should be establishing. Predictions about what it's like for developers to experiment with creating and testing the goods they always want gas is only purchased with a token for the main chain. It is only used to aid transactions. This is my conclusion because pure liquidity, such as XRP, is not available to the world's largest institutions. The notion is that XRP Plus is not the same as XRP. It fulfills entirely different functions. Ripple is promoted. However, XRP is mentioned for developers creating programs that cannot be implemented on the main chain, as the best sort of liquidity for a startup business. Financial systems are 2 completely separate things that work on 2 completely different scales. XRP Plus, a microcap effort, will cater to a restricted set of programmers who want to build things on the XRP ledger that are now difficult to do. XRP will remain in great demand in future markets. Nothing about this is altered by XRP Plus, and these are, in my opinion, critical aspects to remember while considering this new currency. Anyway, let me know if you want more information or if you simply want me to simplify it, since I know these things might be difficult to understand. Just let me know because there are fewer con artists there than in the United States. The easiest method to contact me is to leave comments on these videos on Twitter. It's revolting and I can't even keep up, let alone respond to anything I say down there because I'm not the one. I am, as you are aware, reacting. Isn't it true that commenting is beneficial to the algorithm, but it never responds to me? If you want quick assistance, please contact me on Twitter. After all of that, the quickest way to reach me is via email. I hope you enjoyed this video.